Looks like all my systems are online. Let's go.
3DS owners are used to having old games rehashed on their handheld, but there's a difference between remakes of Nintendo 64 games from 13 years ago and a port of a Nintendo DS game from 10 months ago. Unfortunately for those hoping it would be more, Marvel Superhero Squad: The Infinity Gauntlet is the latter. It's a lazy 3DS port of a DS game that wasn't very good to begin with. The second 3DS game from publisher THQ, The Infinity Gauntlet, is the second game under the Marvel Superhero Squad banner. It was originally released in November 2010 for the Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Nintendo DS, and that DS version was repackaged with stereoscopic 3D and relaunched on the 3DS earlier this month. As far as the results, well, they're mixed. The graphics are definitely in 3D, and it's definitely available in stores. So I guess mission accomplished. But of course, beyond those basic objectives, these superheroes come up short. The Infinity Gauntlet is a beat-em-up based on a line of toys. The Superhero Squad figures are little super deformed versions of classic Marvel heroes, and they have the same stylized appearance in the Infinity Gauntlet. Only the toys can't, fly and shoot things. It's ridiculous. We can fly to the moon, Undertoads, but we can't have action figures that shoot our sisters with highly concentrated blasts of energy. The game plays just as you'd expect from this kind of, isometric top-down brawler. You control a variety of characters, and you can swap between them at designated points throughout each level. Each one has his or her own specific abilities, but they're also divided into broader categories like strong and nimble. And something tells me these categorized abilities are gonna have something to do with puzzles. I don't know, call me crazy, just a hunch.
Thor swap located. New objective marked.
This orbital style outlet is the only place anywhere close to Earth that we can find these at affordable prices.
Hope no understand. Why Blondie needs new boots?
Well, it's Thor's birthday, and the squad all chipped in to do something nice for him.
The Infinity Gauntlet has some fun cutscenes, and the dialogue is filled with lots of age-appropriate jokes and banter. And it all makes sense given the style of the characters, so in terms of presentation in that regard, the game really comes together well. The problem, unfortunately, is when you actually start playing. I mean, the levels are basically just squares that are connected on a grid, and they're never any fun to play through. It's really unfortunate the game's concept isn't realized in terms of level design. There could really be something special here if it were done right, but the game never goes beyond the most basic and seemingly thoughtless implementation. This is very much a prototypical kids game in terms of its design and ambition, or I guess its lack thereof. But even worse though, the Infinity Gauntlet is also a rehash on the 3DS. This game has been changed only in the slightest ways since its original Nintendo DS release. There's nothing here beyond the 3D effect for those who have already played it, and if you haven't, there still isn't much in the Infinity Gauntlet worth seeing. The potential may be, but the game itself, it's anything but super.